Jamaican Payroll Taxes Simplified. Disclaimer. The information provided in this post is for general informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal or professional tax advice. Tax laws and regulations can vary by jurisdiction and are subject to change, and the information provided may not apply to your specific situation. It is recommended that you seek the advice of a qualified tax professional for guidance on your specific tax situation. The author and publisher of this post make no representations or warranties of any kind, express or implied, about the completeness, accuracy, reliability, suitability, or availability with respect to the information provided in this post or the related graphics, and any reliance you place on such information is therefore strictly at your own risk. Let's begin. Taxable and non-taxable emoluments. General objectives. At the end of this presentation you will be able to define taxation, determine the main features which classify an income as an emolument, differentiate between taxable and non-taxable emoluments. What is taxation? Taxation is defined as one of the means through which the government finances its expenditures. Taxpayers are assessed on a number of revenue streams which are classified for different tax types such as corporate income tax, withholding tax, and pay-as-you-earn payer taxes. Taxation is also the mandatory practice of a government to collect money from its citizens based on their earnings and properties, to pay for public services such as education, health, roads or parks. Emoluments. Emoluments may be defined as earnings or compensation in money or kind. It also includes all perquisites and allowances arising from one's office or employment, whether paid to the holder or to his relative or dependent. Types of emoluments. For taxation purposes, emoluments may be broken into two types: taxable and non-taxable emoluments. Taxable emoluments. Taxable emoluments include the following payments made in relation to any office or employment of profit: salaries, bonuses, wages, fees, commissions. More on taxable emoluments. Taxable emoluments also include all sums paid by an employer to an employee in respect of work-related expenses, whether reimbursable or not, and all provisions or payments in respect of living expenses, whether in cash or kind. Emoluments may also include payment for past services, whether legally due or voluntary. Payment to any person being the holder or past holder of an office, made in connection with the termination of the holding of that office, is also considered an emolument. For example, retirement or redundancy. Other examples of taxable emoluments: uniform, laundry, subsistence allowance, overseas travel for private purposes, overtime payment, bonus forward/incentives, non-cash benefits in kind. These non-cash benefits may be deemed to be taxable emoluments. Payment for personal groceries, fully maintained motor vehicle, credit card facilities, housing accommodation. Non-taxable emoluments. Section 5(1)(c) of the Income Tax Act, the charging provision, states that all emoluments are taxable. However, there are some exceptions to the rules. In this unit, you will be introduced to some payments from the employer which are non-taxable. Meal allowance. Meal allowances are not taxable when it is paid in relation to work done outside of normal working hours. Meal allowances are not taxable where the employer operates a canteen or subsidized lunch program, and it is not possible to quantify and trace the benefit to a particular employee. However, where lunch vouchers or preloaded electronic bank cards issued to an employee is quantifiable, then such value is considered a taxable benefit. Telephone rental and official calls. Where it is necessary for an employer to place a telephone in an employee's home because of the nature of the job, the value of the telephone rental and official calls are not taxable. Treatment of laundry and uniform allowance. Uniform and laundry allowances up to a specified limit, paid to some categories of employees, are not subject to tax. As of 2023, the specified limit for uniform is $5,739 per annum and for laundry allowance is $3,395 per annum. The categories of employees whose uniform and laundry allowances are tax-exempt include doctors, nurses, firefighters, soldiers, and police. Other employees approved by the Commissioner General of Tax Administration Jamaica, where he is satisfied that they are required to wear a uniform in the interest of safety, security, public health, protective or identification purposes, may also benefit from this exemption. Appendix B of Part 1 of the Second Schedule to the Income Tax Act of Jamaica. More non-taxable emoluments. The emoluments of a person certified as suffering from a permanent physical or mental handicap are exempted from taxes. Any individual who has attained the age of 65 YRS enjoys a tax exemption of $80,000 per annum of their annual emolument/salary. Any individual who is in receipt of pension income enjoys a tax exemption of $80,000 per annum of their pension emoluments/income. Section 12 ITA. Tax-free traveling allowances. Where an employee is required to travel in the performance of his/her official duties and uses their own vehicle or one at their disposal in doing so, the employer may make an application to the Commissioner General, TAJ, for approval to pay a tax-free traveling allowance to that employee. In the application, the employer is required to state the amount of the allowance he intends to pay as well as to establish the employee's scope, frequency, and geographical area of travel in the performance of their duties. Where the Commissioner is satisfied that the requisite conditions are met, then he may grant the approval for this allowance to be paid tax-free. The tax-free traveling allowance is intended to reimburse the employee for expenses incurred in using their own vehicle on official assignments. It is to be paid in addition to the salary as per the employment contract. Paragraphs 8 and 9 of the Second Schedule to the ITA examples. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for watching. To watch more videos like this one, please subscribe, like and share. We welcome your feedback. For more information on Jamaican taxation, go to the Tax Administration Jamaica website at www.jamaicatax.gov.jm.